Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacy Hanrahan, and this is The Boaters TV. First in ship shape, what's in your water? In our blue water sailing segment. You may not give much thought to the water that comes out of your sink at home, but when it comes to getting clean drinking water aboard, it takes more than just turning on the faucet. Today, Blue Water Sailing's Mark Cork warns us that just because the water is clear doesn't mean it's safe to drink. Water brought aboard often comes from questionable sources. That means in addition to having a bad odor and taste, it may be contaminated with microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Drinking it can cause diseases like dysentery, typhoid, and hepatitis. So it's important to purify the water you'll be using on board for drinking and cooking. The simplest way is with iodine tablets. They work great for small quantities, but something more should be done for large tanks. And remember, some people may be allergic to iodine. Mark stresses that there is a difference between water purification and water filtration. Filtration takes the lumps and debris out of water, making murky water clear, but filtration doesn't remove the toxins and other contaminants. Meanwhile, purifiers may kill microorganisms in water, but they won't remove the chunks that are floating around in it. One purification alternative to iodine is the use of ultraviolet light. These purifying systems emit UV light in a wavelength that is lethal to virus, bacteria, and mold spores. Realize there is little point in putting clean water into dirty tanks. A boat water tank, especially when not used very often, is an ideal place for algae and bacteria to grow. Mark suggests using half a cup of bleach for every 40 gallons. Let it sit overnight, then flush the tanks at least 3 times to get rid of any chlorine taste and smell. For more of Mark's tips to having clean, safe drinking water aboard, go to www.bwsailing.com. Next in Just for the Hull of It, check this out. We're seeing more and more hydrofoils make their way onto the water. They've been put on sailboats and surfboards, so why not jet skis? Matt DeBelfay, a recent Canadian college graduate, is proposing an intriguing design with his FoilJet MR1 concept. This eco-friendly jet ski sports 2 hydrofoils mounted on struts below the hull. To operate it, one simply lowers the foils and accelerates. Matt has designed the FoilJet to run on a quiet 20 horsepower 48-volt electric engine. He claims the motor's battery will run for 3 hours after a short 10-minute charge. I like the way you think, Matt, but I'm gonna have to put this design in the I'll believe it when I see it category. If built, the FoilJet is expected to sell for $15,000. It will have a depth sounder and produce virtually no wake. For more of Matt's concept, go to www.debel-design.com. Now it's time to answer yesterday's Rules of the Road question. The question was, international only, which vessel shall avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel constrained by her draft? A, a vessel not under command. B, a fishing vessel. C, a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. D, all of the above. And the answer is B, a fishing vessel. This week we began with a question that tested your knowledge of the order of right-of-way, so I thought I'd see if you've forgotten already. Remember, the trick I use is only new reels catch fish, so purchase some worms. Of course, that's just what I was taught. Feel free to make up your own little memory sentence. And keep in mind, nukes and rams can share responsibility of right-of-way depending on the situation. In just a moment, we'll have today's Rules of the Road question for you. Tune in Monday for the answer. For TBTV, I'm Captain Stacy, and remember, a bad day on the water is better than one stuck on land.